untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury alive. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And for Crabtree, and that went over New Orleans, 7 catches for 87 yards. And, of course, the game-winning 2-point conversion we noted earlier.
When you look back to when Michael Crabtree entered the league, one of the best selling points he had, his strong hands. Remember the plays he made in college at Texas Tech? Actually had a huge one to beat an in-state rival. I mean, this guy always knew how to get the football in his hands, and it's hard to get him out. And that play call, one-on-one route, get it to Crabtree, let him go up and get it. Gutsy call, big-time results.
Well, sometimes we talk running backs, sometimes we talk wide receivers. Walford, the tight end in this unit, very important.
Clive Walford, a terrific player. Knows how to work the inside portions of the field, but also can surprise you and get deep.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 59 yards is what Murray finished with in Week 1. Also had a touchdown on 14 carries and looked pretty explosive.
I think he's a very good running back, and it's so funny because so often in discussions with people around the league, you hear people say, you know, if Oakland ever gets that lead runner, and I'm like, they have Latavius Murray. He is a lead runner. And credit Oakland as well for beefing up their offensive line. They know that they've got to protect Derek Carr. They've got to create holes for Latavius Murray to run through. I think they've done a nice job in doing both.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
On first down, Carr completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Carr to throw on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now Carr. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now.
After the interception, here's Lynch. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The offense on your screen now, and our first look at C.J. Anderson.
And what a look it's going to be, making a name for himself rapidly running the football.
Second down now after the pass completion. On second down, here's Lynch. And caught right side, Green. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On first down, it's Lynch. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Lynch to throw again. And Green with a catch left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Once again, it's Lynch. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Carry on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Let's transition here and go week 1 storylines. I'll give you one. You give me one. For me watching the AFC East, Tom Brady out, Garoppolo in. People were curious what would happen. Well, guess what? The Patriots did their thing. They won. But the other 3 teams in the AFC East all lost. Only week 1, but it's just looking like the same old division.
Feels very familiar, doesn't it, in the AFC East? Well, let's go to the AFC North. Cincinnati, which has been dominating that division in recent years. Disappointing end to their season last year in the playoffs against Pittsburgh. A lot of people wondered, how would they come out of the gate this year? They told us that they were putting it behind them, but it certainly appeared that way. A huge win on the road, week 1 at the New York Jets, who are going to be a contender for a playoff spot.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, Murray. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
When we did DeMarcus Ware's games in Dallas, didn't we spend most of the time talking about him rushing the passer?
We did, and how about now?
Oh, boy, he's expanded his game in a big way. Really does a great job in the run game now. Using his length, using his leverage to hold the point of attack and make plays as we just saw there.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's got time in the pocket. Now he steps away. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Denver right after this. Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Penalty marker is down here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. But hold everything. Did they rough the kicker here? Looked like they might have. Let's see.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. Stiff-armed him. That'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that's complete to Walford. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that 2nd-year jump out of Walford. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. So now it's 1st and goal. They run the counter now on 1st down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this seemingly endless drive continues. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr to throw on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers. Yeah,
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Lynch. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And Denver getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And Green with a catch left side. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. On second down, Lynch. And he's got it complete to Fowler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. To throw is Lynch. And able to find Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And the wideout in motion. Now Lynch on first down. And complete into the hands of Fowler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Lynch to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there. Here we go.
Once again, it's Lynch. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Virgil Green, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are in for 6. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play.
And that's caught inside the 35. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Raiders a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Here we go with 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And just like that, it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
All right, here we go.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side, able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Carr. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. They come out here in the eye. Following the penalty, it's Murray. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And that's the problem with putting a bigger personnel package in. A lot of times it makes it hard to find space. And now you're looking at 3rd and goal.
And Carr's going to keep it himself. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're going to run it with Murray. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Latavius Murray stopped up short, and the Bronco defense comes up big. And tough starting field position here. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99.
This time Lynch will throw. And he's got it complete to Fowler. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
On first down, it's Lynch. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. And he whips that one incomplete there. Devontae Booker, the man he was trying to get it to. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. To throw his Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it'll be 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have the lead, still a one. Possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. And on 2nd and 10 now. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he is good. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
To throw is Lynch. They set up the screen to Booker. Shreds the tackle, and he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Carey. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. He finds Roberts complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics. and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Two times. Hey. Got three. 3 down. Here we go now.
Lynch down to a knee, and that should just about do it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. What a hard-fought, low-scoring game. A tough one to lose always, partner.
For the losing team, not beautiful. But for the winning team, that's almost textbook, old-school football. And you know I loved it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here.